Alright guys, big MMA news just dropped and there's a lot to unpack today. From UFC 325 salaries finally being revealed to Shavkat Rakhmonov being removed from the rankings, plus updates on Paddy, Pimblett, Robert Whittaker, Sean O'Malley, and more, let's get straight into it. So we're kicking things off with a moment that went viral almost instantly. Khabib Nurmagomedov was caught visibly annoyed after a cameraman mistakenly filmed him thinking he was Islam Makhachev.
Islam Makhachev! We'd also like to recommend and acknowledge Hall of Fame trainer.
Send him 2-3 years Dagestan and
You can see Khabib clearly frustrated as he corrects the situation, and while it's a small moment, fans online absolutely ran with it. But that's just the start. Paddy Pimblett is already back in training, just over a week after his loss to Justin Gaethje. Paddy shared photos from the gym, saying how good it feels to be back and promising fans that his return to the octagon might come sooner than expected. Meanwhile, the UFC rankings have been shaken up in a big way following UFC 325. Alexander Volkanovski has climbed above Alex Pereira in the pound-for-pound rankings, which immediately sparked debate online. Lerone Murphy moved up one spot at featherweight, while at lightweight, Beneil Dariush climbed to number 5 and Mauricio Ruffi made a huge jump into the top 10. In heavyweight, Tuivasa somehow remains in the top 15 despite another loss, while Talison Teixeira moved up to number 11. But the biggest headline here is Shavkat Rakhmonov being removed from the welterweight rankings entirely due to another knee injury. It's a brutal setback for someone many believed was inevitable championship material. In another major update, Robert Whittaker may be done with middleweight for good. Whittaker revealed he's walking around at roughly 235 pounds and is seriously considering a move up to light heavyweight, targeting a return around June 2026. He explained how draining the middleweight cut has become, saying the process has taken a lot of fun out of fighting.
It's definitely not down.
Okay. Wow, 205, Rob.
Mate, the last couple cuts have been hard, and I know the growing trend is like Rob's a small middleweight, but I'm just short with stubby arms, okay, and like I'm tall, I'm short for the division anyway, so there's not much difference going up. They're taller than me anyway, down in middleweight. Like I'm a big guy. Like people don't realize how long it takes me to get down to the weight.
So like, could I ask, right now you're in between fights, in between camps, how much do you weigh?
Like 235 maybe.
Wow. Okay. Wow. This would be a dream for you, right?
Yeah, it's that Islander blood.
Yeah.
It's so big.
Who interests you up there? Have you taken a look? Surely you have.
I feel like the division's open. I feel like some good fights to be had. I feel like there's a lot of guys that I can, my skill set can prevail on. But like I said, like wait and see. We're gonna have some conversations with some people this week, and we'll lock things in after.
So a few chats over in Vegas.
Yeah. I'm in the area. So
Yeah. You might as well.
I can organize something. I'm at a point where like I could be convinced out of it.
Okay.
But I'm like, that's what a lot of the break was about as well. I was like, what do I do? Like, do I want to keep doing this? Like, I just feel so weak at the end of the camp, of the 85 camp, and and then fight week, I'm eating nothing to get down to a point where I can cut the water. It takes a lot of the fun out of it.
Meanwhile, one of the UFC's biggest stars is eyeing something completely different. Sean O'Malley says he's very interested in Zuffa boxing and would love to slowly transition into boxing bouts.
Zuffa boxing, I'm so curious where this is going to go. I've been seeing all the promotions. I'm like, God, it's going to take them signing a superstar, like someone that's just captivating, someone you're like, I gotta watch him fight. People that were promoting for the main event next fight, and it's like, I don't know if that's it, but you can't question Dana. It has potential.
I could see you going that route at some point.
Me? I would love to transition and do a little bit of boxing, and I wouldn't even care if it's like a huge deal, like Sugar versus Gervonta. That would be sick. I would love to do that. I'm 1-0 boxing. Find me a 5-0 boxer. Find me a 1-0. Like build me up slowly. Don't I want to be paid, reasonably, but I'm, gotta pay me. I'm not gonna be. I want 5 million. I want 10 million. Just pay me a couple $100, 100 racks. Let me fight some guys, 3-0, 4-0 on Zuffa boxing. I would love to do that, and that'd be interesting. And I really feel like my style could transition. God, that'd be.
Now let's talk heavyweights. Tuivasa broke his silence after suffering his 6th consecutive loss at UFC 325. In an emotional post, Ty admitted the loss hurt more than any punch, apologized to fans, and promised he's not done yet. He even tagged Khamzat, jokingly asking for wrestling lessons. Next up, a massive hypothetical fight that just won't go away. Jorge Masvidal says if Ilia Topuria were to beat Islam Makhachev, it would elevate him into a mythological level of greatness.
Never won 3 belts. No one's ever done it, and as it stands, even right now, it's a very uphill battle for Ilia to go up to 170 and beat Makhachev. So if he does, you can't argue that he's not the Michael Jordan of it, that he's not above everybody. John Jones, GSP. Like you got to just put him in his own category of greatness, and nobody can say nothing about him. You just got to sit there and be like, "Yep, he did it," and that's crazy. Because not only let me say something. It's not only because I think a lot of times there's a lot of guys that are like 2-time UFC champion, and they fought both times with like interim belts, and they truly didn't fight the best guy in the division. There's a big difference in that. When you're fighting Volkanovski in his prime and you end him. When you're fighting Max Holloway in his prime and you end him, and then you go up and the guy waiting for you on the other side with the belt is Charles Oliveira, and you end him, it's like, damn, dude, who is this mythological figure? Now you're talking about he's gonna go to 170 and beat the #1 pound for pound guy in the whole sport that's been holding it down for like 4 or 5 years that I can think of. This guy's just crushing everybody. The biggest names that he gets crushes and just takes him into a black hole and submits him.
Back at featherweight, the title picture is heating up. Alexander Volkanovski addressed calls for Gene Silva to get a title shot, saying Silva simply isn't in position right now.
Obviously, a bit of talk. You got Silva. Obviously, just probably trying to get his name out there. I don't know, because he's actually not a bad guy. I met him, where did I meet him? In Miami. Yeah, in Miami. And we got along we're pretty good. I thought he's a pretty nice guy. But now, and he's saying a couple of things. I don't know if he really is upset with the roofie thing. I don't know if that's an actual thing or that's just people taking that way out of context. But now he's like saying some stuff and thinking that he really deserves next. If the UFC obviously were to push that for me, everyone knows me, I'll fight anyone. But I don't think that's very likely to happen, right? Like, I don't think he'd be in a position to be able to fight for the title, especially when you've got Lerone Murphy and Movsar fighting very, very soon. So I think that's pretty.
Then came one of the most unexpected apologies of the night. Volkanovski apologized to Diego Lopez for unintentionally sitting on his face during their UFC 325 fight, admitting he thought he was on Lopez's chest at the time.
I realized my ass was actually on his face. I thought that I was sitting on his chest. That's why I'm like trying to swing back these punches, thinking his head's there. And I'm like, why aren't I hitting his head? That was because I was literally sitting on his face. So I thought his head was maybe a little bit further out. So I apologize for all that.
Lerone Murphy also weighed in on that main event. Murphy said he believes he would have beaten Volkanovski if he had been the one in there, noting several openings he felt he could have exploited.
Could we go in chronological order? Did you watch the main event on Saturday or maybe Sunday over in the UK? And if so, what did you think of the fight? What were you thinking as you were watching Volk do that again to Diego Lopez?
I think everybody knew what was going to happen in that fight. Volk, to be fair, Diego made some adjustments. He looked better. He looked better, to be fair. But Volk's just got his number, and everybody knew that was going to happen. So Volk looked good as well. But it hurt watching that fight, thinking I should have been there in it. But we've got a new fight in our hands, so let's get it. I think if I was in there, I would have got the job done. That's no disrespect to Volk. Great fighter, obviously on top for a reason, but I just seen a lot of things in there that I would have been.
And now, the moment fans always wait for, the money. Estimated UFC 325 payouts have been revealed. factoring in bonuses and sponsorships. Alexander Volkanovski is projected to earn between $1.60 and $2.5 million. Diego Lopez is expected to take home $600,000 to $900,000. Dan Hooker is estimated around $400,000 to $600,000, while Beneil Dariush could earn slightly less depending on bonuses. Rafael Fiziev is projected at $250,000 to $400,000, and Tai Tuivasa between $300,000 and $500,000, reflecting both his popularity and long tenure with the UFC. That's where we'll wrap it up for today. If you enjoyed the breakdown, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay locked in for more MMA news. We'll catch you in the next one.